On the front page, Councilman Isaacson has a severe sinus infection. He is decided to, for his health and ours, going to skip.
Is the mic on?
He's on Zoom.
Oh, sorry about that.
Is he on Zoom?
He's going to get, when he gets here, when he gets out of work, he will zoom in, yes. But Councilman Isaacson is ill and has decided to attend from home this afternoon. Okay, on the front page, guys, you see our original budget. And then over the course of the week, we've had meetings with members of the budget committee. And so we have come up with some amendments or adjustments to the budget, whatever term you want to use. We'll just go through them page by page. We can comment on them from there. First line under personal services, we have, I know it's not a lot, $38, but we've removed the salary increase for the deputy supervisor stipend. I don't think we've ever actually increased stipends like that, so we took that out.
What page you want?
This is this paperwork that the committee has. It'll be available after the meeting, yeah. The next line is the controller's personal services. We are going to increase the salary by $5,200 to $79,534. The county average for comptrollers is $97,870. 84110 clerk personal services. We're going to increase the salary for the town clerk by $5,200 from to $39,927. The county average is $46. Over time, we plan to meet the average salary for the county. We've also included $48,000 under 82410.4 rental of real property for our rents for the workspace for the highway department, move to Brookside for the court, and whatever space we can accommodate for town hall offices. We are under A3010.4, emergency preparedness contractual. We are reducing that by $7,000 to keep it close to this year's expenditures. Animal control personal services, we're going to reduce that by about $2,100. We are going to advertise for 2 part-time people. If we can't find that, then obviously we'll have to go back to a full-time person, but we can save money on health insurance, retirement benefits, and $2,100 just by hiring 2 part-time people rather than a full-timer at $20 an hour. A5110, again, it's not a lot, it's $70, but it's an increase in the stipend for the deputy highway superintendent. A9730.7, we are reducing our debt services fee by $35,000. We are expecting that to come in under $1 million, and that will be a number that we can take care of. Again, A9110.8 will be a reduction of about $1,500. That would save us some cost by employing 2 part-time dog control officers rather than a full-timer. And the next line down would be $14,000, A9060.8. That would be the hospital insurance for the animal control or dog control officer. So that was a reduction of about $33,000 on the A fund. On the BBs, if anybody has anything they want to interject in between there, please feel free. On the BB, we are removing $22,412 from 3120.1, and to more accurately reflect the where it goes. We don't have a police force, nor do we provide police service. B 8664.1. We're moving that over to more accurately account for budget and code enforcement. B 3620.1, we're reducing by $5,000. That was a proposed rate adjustment. Personal services for planning and zoning, we're going to remove their, traditionally we don't give 2% raises to planning and zoning board members, so that was in there for both of those. It's not a lot, it's $250, but it was in there. B 8020.4, planning contractual, we're going to reduce that by $21,000 at this time. We don't feel the need for a part-time planner, so that's where that money's coming from. So that's a reduction of $31,598. On the DB fund, 5110.1, it's a reduction of $22,500 for maintenance of streets, personnel services. We feel that expenditure more accurately reflects the number that we have. $4,000 from brush and leaves, again, a more accurate figure. And then 5142.1, $23,500 from there, again, a more accurate reflection of expenditures. 5130.2, we're going to take $140,000 out of the budget that was under equipment capital outlay. This is a reduction for equipment. The highway can appropriate a portion of the capital reserve, $775, and we have $775,000 in there to satisfy the highway department equipment needs for year 2021. That's a reduction of $190,000. Then your last page is the new totals, and that will get us back down to 6.679992 for the tax rate, which will keep us under the cap by about $200 at this point in time. So we're still going to have the special meeting to set the public hearing for that, just in case when we go back and forth, we end up just a little bit over. Does anybody on the board have any questions?
I got a couple, actually. Under your dog catcher, you listed $20 an hour? Is that what?
2008.
That's what we're going to pay these people? Part-time?
No. That was the full-time salary, 2008.
Okay. And just a quick point. If I look at the controller's 5,200 is actually a little bit deceiving because his current salary was 70,000.
Right. Oh, so that number is right.
That should be a $9,000 increase.
No, it would be 75. Well, where is he now? 70.
It was in last year's budget as 74, but that was Darlene's salary.
Right. Well, the percentage is probably off, but it would be a raise of 5,200. So the percentage.
You're going to 79 from 70.
Well, that's what I said. Either the percentage is off or the total is off. It's a raise of 5,200. We'll have to redo the math and figure out what that number is.
Okay.
That would be a raise of 5,200.
And the rental of workspace, that covers both the highway and Brookside?
The highway, Brookside, and if we end up going somewhere, it would cover us too.
That was all I had.
Anyone else?
hard work. We took away a lot of funds. Have to put on a burden of ours, people on the street. So I think we made some significant decreases at this point.
Benny, I don't know if you want to announce that we were able right now, the way this stands, is to keep the 2% increase in for employees, 2% raise this year. We started out looking at 1.3, which was the cost of living, and went to 1.5 and came across enough deductions that we're able to kind of spread the wealth out amongst everyone, so try to keep it fair for all the employees that are here.
I have just one more quick question. Did we do anything for the $15 an hour part-timers?
No, we didn't, not at this time,
I
Joe.
thought we were committed to bringing that up for this budget cycle.
I don't feel, I'm not ready to do that, no.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Can I address the board?
Actually,
As a department head, as an elected official, I have a question. I have spoken to Mr. Froelich. I've spoken to Doc Blaisdell, and I've spoken to you. I've not spoken to Barb or Ryan or anybody else on the committee as to what was going on with my budget. I went down 14%, but our new comptroller, who was hired at $70,000, is now going to get $79,000.
no, we've corrected that. We just went over that.
So he's only going to get what?
He's gonna get 5,200, it'll be up to 75 too.
Okay, brand new. I now do double the work because we now have 2 board meetings a month. And not only me, but we have part-timers that have been here forever. You hired a brand new part-timer at what, $18 an hour, $19 an hour?
With a specific skill set that needs
What
to be
specific
filled.
skill set? You're telling me that Sean and Fred and the court people don't have a specific skill set? The court people deal with criminals on a daily basis. Sean and Fred go out and hand out tickets on a daily basis. And those aren't specific skill sets? They don't deserve a raise, but you'll hire new people and give them more money than your previous employees?
That's a decision that the board has made, yes. It might not be, obviously it won't be unanimous, but yes, that's what we're doing.
Thanks. Great board.
I understand that. All right, if there's no other comments from the board, then we will close the meeting.
I have one question. Just for your own information, when we turned the highway budget, when we had the conversation, Mr. Supervisor, we did not include a raise for our employees in the document that we handed in, and your budget does not show a 2% raise for the highway personnel, so we're going to have to correct that.
That will be corrected.
Okay.
Also, along with that, as we're talking about the salaries and all that, I don't know if this is an oversight of the budget committee, and we would have cleared this up if anyone did take the time to speak to us. However, there's 0 step raises included in any of this, both in your personal service lines or on the salaries. So it's something you may have wanted to take the time to look into on that, because it's really going to change the budget.
Yeah, there's quite a few step raises with our personnel, let alone the rest of the staff.
And we still have time. This is not an adopted final budget, so those changes will be put in.
Okay.
Sure, Bill?
Yeah, I just like to touch base on what Mrs. Howell was talking about in regards to the raises for the part-time employees, as she stated. They are critical to our department and the town, and they've been promised for years by yourself. and to address the issues of the raises. And again, I know you hired somebody that has a skill set that is fine, but these guys also have their civil service, and they have a skill set that is trained, and they have to go to training every year, and to be stuck at $15 an hour when you hire a part-time employee, regardless of her skill set. If we have a part-time salary cap at $15 an hour, she should have been getting $15 an hour, just like these guys are getting $15. It's not only unfair, but you have to think about it, because you've told my guys that you were going to address this from the day you came into office, and nothing's been done. It was supposed to be before the board and talked over and thought, and I get it, you're in tough times, it is tough times, but it's just, where is the fairness? Where is the fairness for the employees? You're treating one person with different standards than the others, and these guys are, they're professionals. You're going to lose them. You're not going to get people to do that job harassed and on a regular basis. We're going to court doing things. You're not going to get that skill set for $15 an hour. Thank you very much.
Just a recommendation, I know we've done it in the past, might help you guys out with the issue you're facing is, I know several years back, the county had come in and done a salary study on the employees. That hasn't been done for many years now, where you can basically, they'll come in and they'll review all the personnel. That way it gives the board a little bit better of a handle on taking care of the problem over the course of all the departments, rather than when you go to hire somebody. That's what we have for a salary schedule, and that's what we follow. But it might help you guys out planning down the future, have the county come in and do the salary study, reset the salaries where they're supposed to be, and they would be right across the board.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Board members? All right. Thank you. Our next scheduled meeting is, we have a special meeting on Monday to set a public hearing date for the ability to exceed the tax cap. That being done, we will close the meeting. Thank you all for coming.